Yeah, so artificial intelligence is pretty wicked. It's wicked smart, wicked cool, wicked fascinating, wicked interesting, wicked scary too. If we're being honest, I mean, it's so hard to grasp because we've never seen anything like this progress so fast in human civilization ever. Showrunner is dubbed the Netflix of artificial intelligence. So all you do is you insert a prompt into Showrunner and it creates an entire TV series that is AI generated. And people are looking at this as like the future of the film industry because it'll save so much money on actors and props and you name it. So let me put this into perspective a little bit. I play slow pitch softball, and recently my buddy was on ChatGPT, and he put a prompt in, and it designed some cool looking jerseys for us because we want some matching jerseys instead of just wearing random shirts. We want matching jerseys. So you would prompt in ChatGPT the color scheme you want. So let's just say hypothetically it's green and gray. Okay, I would like green and gray. I either want a V-neck or a circular neck collar. Dry fit. This is the name of our team, and could you put a diamond somewhere in the logo or whatever? You just prompt it, and then it'll come up with some designs, and then we could take those designs to the printing press or a website and have those shirts made. So similarly, but incredibly impressive is you use a prompt into Showrunner, and it creates an entire TV series. And I'm sure you all have been seeing some of these AI-generated videos on social media that look mad real. Like, the people look real and everything. But it's just AI. Like, that's crazy. Many sources have said that AI is almost past the threshold of when it's surpassed human intelligence. And you feel how you want to feel about that. It's impressive. Some might view it as scary or, hey, but it could be a very big ally. It could be something. It could be an enemy as well. Like if y'all have seen Transformers and some other movies where robots take over. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you there. But the CEO of Google and Alphabet, Sundar Pichai, he said, quote, "AI is probably the most important thing humanity has ever worked on. I think of it as something more profound than electricity or fire." Next up, I want to bring to your attention, it's called Skej. That is Skej, S-K-E-J. It is a AI scheduling assistant. So what you do is you CC Skej on your emails, and it takes care of everything. So Skej, it knows your calendars, your preferences. It's tracking the conversations that you have. And Skej books the right times for meetings and events, whatever you have going on. Skej can like auto reply to emails. So whatever emails float into your inbox, Skej can just automatically, book things at the appropriate times and will reply to whoever is emailing you. And it's apparently very, very precise and human-like. It's not robotic. You can customize the assistant name, the personality. It works with Google, Outlook, Zoom, Slack, and Teams. It works 24/7 in over 100 languages. Again, none of these AI programs that I'm telling you about in this podcast, I'm not endorsed or sponsored by any of them. I'm just letting you all kind of know what's going on in the realm of artificial intelligence. There are no apps needed to download. You just talk to Skej like a real assistant. So yeah, it's like a personal secretary, if you will. And on their website, it says that you get 10 meetings free. Next up, we'll transition to the food industry. So Starbucks launched what's called Green Dot Assist, which is a generative AI-based coffee house companion. So this isn't currently nationwide, international. It appears that it's around the Seattle area, but they launched Green Dot Assist in 35 locations around that Seattle area. This happened in June. So I don't know if they've added any more since June. But this technology, The Green Dot Assist, it allows workers to ask questions such as how to make certain drinks or fix in-store equipment. Wendy's, back in February, announced it would implement a voice-enabled AI order-taking assistant. And this assistant is called Fresh AI. So CEO Kirk Tanner at the time, since then, Kirk Tanner has taken over at the helm of Hershey's Chocolate. But at the time in February, Kirk Tanner, CEO, said the model would improve customer experience and enable some labor efficiencies in the restaurants. I don't for real go to Wendy's, so if you all have been to Wendy's since February and you guys have seen one of these order-taking machines that has a voice, drop a comment below. Let me know what your experience was. Yum Brands, the parent company of Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell, announced a partnership with NVIDIA in March to build and deploy AI tools, including order-taking agents and computer vision-powered drive-thrus. McDonald's, additionally, started testing AI automated drive-thrus back in March, and McDonald's partnered with IBM. Since then, back in June, McDonald's discontinued the program with IBM, but Chief Restaurant Officer Mason Smoot said, quote, "There's an opportunity to explore voice ordering solutions more broadly." Same thing, guys. I personally like fast food, just isn't my forte, but if you guys have been to a Wendy's, a McDonald's, or any other fast food restaurant this year, and you guys have had an interaction with an AI machine, and I'm not just talking about the machines in the front of the restaurant where you put in your order. Any recent new type of AI technology, if you guys have had a run-in with any of those, drop a comment. Let me know what your experience was. Now we're on to the medical segment. This is pretty cool, and I am dropping a link in the description to the full article of this, but I'll briefly describe it to you. Researchers in Denmark have developed an AI platform that designs cancer-targeting proteins in just weeks, not years. So here's a step-by-step of how it works. Step 1, AI suggests protein structures that match the cancer-specific targets. Step 2, it generates amino acid sequences to fold into those structures. Step 3, a filtering model ranks the top candidates for lab testing. And then there is a final built-in safeguard, and that filters out designs that might bind to healthy cells. So this reduces the risk before people are tested. This research is still preclinical, and they estimate roughly 5 years until testing on humans begin. And again, this takes a process that would take years, and they say it cuts it down to 4 to 6 weeks. So, wow. The platform, it uses generative artificial intelligence to design these cancer-fighting proteins, and they say it's much quicker and much more precise. I'm not a doctor, never have been. I'm not in that field, but yeah, they say it takes out a lot of guesswork. If we got any doctors listening to this, drop a comment below. What does this do for your job if you work in this realm? What does this do? Is this like a self-checkout at a grocery store where it takes away your job? Or is this such a useful tool? It's never going to replace humans, but it makes your job so much easier or better, more efficient. Let me know. What does that do in the medical industry? But nonetheless, it should be very, very good for patients, I would assume, right, with cancer? All right. And again, guys, there's a link in the description to the full article. Our last issue here, a mind control wristband. Yep, you heard that right. Mind control wristband. Folks, I'm going to try to keep my opinion out of this, but Meta, they're working on a mind control wristband. They say it is a real prototype with big potential. Guys, again, if you have X, link in the description below. There is a video with someone testing it out. Yeah. So the wristband, it reads muscle signals before you move, letting you scroll or type with just your intention. So to preface this here, instead of using your own muscles and your own brain power to scroll on your phone or type, this wristband it can essentially read your mind. It reads your intentions. It supposedly knows what you are going to do before you do it, and it scrolls for you. This wristband moves your fingers for you, so you don't have to do that. I know it is daunting work to move your fingers on a phone. To me, it's eerie. Honestly, the technology is very, very fascinating, and I know that the individuals who design this piece of technology are brilliant minds, no doubt about it, significantly smarter than I currently am or ever will be. But I can see a future where something like this becomes more and more normalized, and I'm all about being more like I'm all about living more of a primal lifestyle and using the body and the brain that God gave me, that God designed me in my mother's womb. I'm all about using those to the best of my ability. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of offloading my physical or mental capabilities to machines who will do it for me and will leave me as nothing more than a former shell. Nothing more than a shell of my former self. And I'll say it like a zombie, just like a mindless zombie on autopilot. So that's my 2 cents on it. But if technology like this can be embraced for good, I mean, that could be very powerful for our society. It just depends on like what it's used for and how humans as a whole grasp this. The last thing I'll leave you with is a quote from former president, 35th president of the United States, John F. Kennedy. He said, quote, "I think machines can make life easier for men if men do not let the machines dominate them." I'll say that one more time. Quote, "I think machines can make life easier for men if men do not let the machines dominate them." Well, there you have it. This was a special edition Freestyle Friday episode on the Chili Wolfpack podcast. AI edition, everything AI taking place right now. If there are any other topics in the realm of AI that you would like me to talk about in future episodes, drop a comment below. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button on Spotify, turn on notifications. It's the bell to make sure you get notified on your phone every time a new episode is put out. And if you would be so gracious, please share this with at least 2 people who you think would get a kick out of this and enjoy it. Thank you all, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. Be a positive light. Peace, y'all.